Thanks, Molly. Welcome everybody to our third Tibetan medicine webinar. We're delighted to have you. This is our final webinar in our series. Tibetan medicine is the ancient yet timely science and knowledge of healing from Tibet. During webinars 1 and 2, Dr. Tenzin Namdal and I addressed how we can create a healthier mind and body and live joyfully. Now, in this webinar, we are so grateful to have Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche La to teach us how to transform fear into joyful living. This is a very fearful time, and fear sabotages happiness. On Tuesday, 19 children and 2 teachers in Texas were murdered. Yesterday was the second anniversary of George Floyd's murder. Understandably, we fear crime, the war in Ukraine, bigotry, COVID and other diseases, inflammation, toxic politics, climate change, challenging people, failure, aging, loss, and death. Tibetan medicine teaches that the purpose of life is to be happy, and that our basic fear is about dying. By healing our fear of dying, we will reduce our other fears and make them more manageable. Rinpoche will help us to recognize and transform fear into joyful living. First, though, I'll introduce Tenzin Jigme, a Tibetan leader who lives in Minnesota. Jigme will welcome Rinpoche to Minnesota on behalf of the Tibetan community. Jigme is one of 2 elected Tibetan representatives from North America to the Tibetan Parliament in Dharamsala, India. Dharamsala is where His Holiness the Dalai Lama and a large Tibetan community live in the foothills of the spectacular Himalayan mountains. And I've been there 10 times. Previously, Jigme served 2 terms as president of the Tibetan Youth Congress. Recently, he earned his MA in Public Affairs from the university's Humphrey School of Public Affairs. He works at the Minnesota Department of Human Rights. But I also want to give a shout out to his wife, my longtime friend, Dechen Jamling, who has a bachelor's degree and is a registered nurse, in addition to being a Tibetan medicine doctor from the Mensikong in Dharamsala. Mensikong is the premier Tibetan medical institute outside of Tibet. Dechen helps with our Bakken Center's online course about Tibetan medicine, and I will teach it this fall as usual for my 20th year. It'll start on September 6th. Also, Dechen assists with our India course, during which students travel to Dharamsala and study at Mensikong. Okay, Jigme, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Touch the leg, everyone. Touch the leg, Mingyur Rinpoche. I'm really pleased to welcome Mingyur Rinpoche to the United States and to Minnesota. We estimate that around 40 to 50,000 Tibetans now live in the US, spread across 30 different states. Minnesota is home to the 2nd largest Tibetan community in the US. Tibetans started coming to Minnesota around 30 years ago. Today, we have a thriving and vibrant community led by the Tibetan American Foundation of Minnesota, also known as TAFM. TAFM provides community support and promotes Tibetan language, culture, religion, and Tibetan medicine. Now, over 4,000 Tibetans live in Minnesota. I would like to thank Mingyur Rinpoche for being here today. We are grateful that he is here in these challenging times in the state of Minnesota and across the country. I know Rinpoche's teachings and messages will be of great benefit to all of us. Lastly, I want to thank the Bakken Center Director, Dr. Mary Jo, and of course, Dr. Miriam Cameron for this opportunity today. Thank you. Tujiche.
Thank you, Jigme. Now I'm going to introduce Rinpoche. He actually came to the center 10 years ago, and that's when I first met him. So we are so pleased that he is back again. Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche is a world-renowned meditation teacher born in Nepal. As a child and teenager, he experienced anxiety and panic attacks. He learned to transform his panic through meditation. In his recent book, In Love with the World, Rinpoche wrote about the powerful, transformative insights he gained from his near-death experience in India. And I read the book about 2 years ago. Here it is. And I recommend it. Rinpoche has collaborated with neuroscientists and psychologists, including Dr. Richard Davidson at the University of Wisconsin in Madison, on research projects about the effects of meditation on the brain and mind. In his approach to teaching meditation, Rinpoche integrates traditional Buddhist practice and philosophy with current scientific understanding of the mind and mental health. As head of the Tirgar meditation community, Rinpoche teaches students and leads workshops in more than 30 countries. You can read about Mingyur Rinpoche, his books, and Tirgar on the website for the Tibetan medicine webinars. Molly will include the link in the email she will send to you later today. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over to the star attraction, Mingyur Rinpoche. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome everyone, wherever you are, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And I'm very happy to be here, and thanks for the university and all of everyone who involved this event. Very appreciated. So today, my topic related with Tibetan medicine, and also how the meditation help with the together bring the healings, power of healing. So in general, now in Tibetan, what we call, there are in Tibetan medicine, there are 4 causes of the diseases in general. Of course, when we talk about the detail level, there are so many different causes, but mainly 4. So the one is mind. What we call the most important causes is the deeper level is our mind, and then food. Second is food, and the third, our behavior, the everyday life behavior, and the last is the environment. So these 4 become unbalanced. Sometimes one is become so strong and one is become weak, or there are many different various reasons that those become unbalanced, then become causes of disease. So there are physical diseases and also some mental diseases. So I think many of you already joined the other webinars, and you know more about food and also environment. So food, we can eat according to the disease. We can eat so many different food when we look at what is really helpful for our body. And nowadays there's a lot of herbs that you can also take from the mountain or from your yard, backyard, front yard. In Nepal, me and my mom we have some small gardens, front yard, backyard, and we have some Tibetan herbs. I mean, these herbs are in the medicinal books. So sometimes we use those quite good. Even though you are not the doctor, you can have these herbs. It helps heal the body. And then the behavior. everyday life behavior is very important. So normally, true stress that cause a lot of disease also, and also not active, not lack of exercise also cause disease. And then sleep is very important. Sleep early is important also. Length of sleep. So these are the we have to think about in everyday life, our behavior. And then the next is the environment. We try to, of course, sometimes we don't have control of the environment, but wherever you are, there's some kind of like you can create your own environment according to your because though sometimes we cannot control environment, but there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of things that we can look for. We can deal with the environment also. So now I will go back to the first one. The root of the diseases is what we call the affliction. So there are 3 mental afflictions: ignorance, craving or desire, and hatred or anger or aversion. So there's in Tibetan what we call timu, and then the cha, shedang. So the ignorant is normally dull, unclear, doubt, confusion, don't understand the nature of reality. So these are this is the ignorant. And then the aversion and the craving, these two are the kind of like sometimes what I call ignorant is like when you drive a car. My example is the car of suffering, car of disease. So you have to own the engine, right? So the base of all this suffering, what we call ignorant. And then there's aversion and craving. So ignorant is like you own the engine. Then aversion and craving is like brake and accelerator. So craving is accelerator, and aversion is the brake. So with this, then we can drive the car of suffering, car of disease or samsara. So aversion meaning like something you try to push away, try to get rid of, something which you don't like, something which is you hate, resist. So that's aversion, shedang, dhamma. And craving is something you are kind of like bringing, actually something which you like, and something which is you crave for, something which is your lot of expectation. So there's craving. But both of this aversion and craving based on ignorance. But aversion, like try to, if through the wisdom, if not based on the ignorance, it's based on the wisdom. If we think this is not good, something to let go, there's a wisdom. Something to get rid of, if necessary, no problem. You can get rid of. Based on wisdom, it's okay. Based on ignorance, then we don't see that the reality very clear, then that's the problem. We create problem. Like if the person blind, and then you go walk on the street, don't know, there's no training, you don't know where to go, there's no sense, then it's become a problem, right? On the street. You may bump here, you went to the wrong direction. And if you don't know if you don't train how to walk on the street. So therefore, sometimes people misunderstood something which is get rid of everything's aversion, something which is look for everything is craving, not like that. So something which is help for others, love and compassion, all this, good, you look for. You can pursue those things. It's wonderful, based on wisdom, not based on ignorance. So these three is the root cause of the diseases. So then how the disease comes related with these three mental affliction, mental, sometimes what we call mental poison. So based on ignorance, there's what we call lung ti Tibetan. So I don't know, we don't have exact the name of the translation. We cannot have this, we cannot find a good translation of that. So normally all the disease is related with the lung ti Tibetan. So lung is what we call connected with actually wind element, with the element, energy of wind element. Chiba is connected with the heat, like little bit like fire element related with. Pagan is related with cold or heavy, like earth element. So from ignorance, the pagan will come. The causes of ignorance, cause of pagan is from the ignorant. And the causes of Chiba is hatred, anger. And the cause of the lung, desire, craving. And of course, this lung chi pagan, we talk about energy level. So what we call, when we really examine the body, in the deeper level, all these are energy level. And of course, this energy in our body are imbalance. Then eventually it causes a lot of different diseases in the body. So it takes some time, cause and condition, the energy imbalance in the body. And then after a long time, then it will have the result of that. It will have the disease. So what are these energy located in the body? So normally we talk about prana, bindu, nadi. So prana is the wind and is energy in the body. Bindu is the cells, the essence of energy. Nadi is the nerves in the body, the channels in the body. So our body is full of nerves. Like each pore has different nerves. Like in the brain, we have neurons. So neurons are like three. These are the nadi, the nerves. And within these neurons, there are neurotransmitters. The cells going in and out, and so these are the bindus, not only in the brain, also in our body. Like in my skin, there's a lot of hairs, and each hair has also nerve related with the nerve. And within the nerve, there's cells are going, maybe a form of blood, white cell, red cell, so many different cells. These are the related with the bindus. And all these are moving, all this taking place because of prana. Prana is energy. Energy is really important in the body. So this energy normally located in our body, the pagan energy stays what we call in our head. The pagan is the heavy one, right? The earth element, disease with the relative with the earth element stays in our head, the head chakra. And then the Chiba, which is related with the heat. And that is, that energy stays around in between, especially with the organs in our body. So not top of the body, but in between the body, around organs, liver, kidney, all this. That's the related with the heat, the Chiba. And the lung, which is wind, lower part of the body, below navel, and lower part of the body, the energy maintains there. So that is the healthy body normally. When these energies are balanced in the body, then we are healthy, happy, good. We are good. But then, because of four things, the food, what we eat, the mind, which is engaging with this three poison, and then our behavior, everyday life behave, and then environment, these four comes together, then the energy become imbalance. When the energy become imbalance, then it's cause of different disease. For example, behave, everyday life behave, we need to rest. We need to sleep well. If not rest, a lot of stress, what happened? The wind energy is below navel, go up. And when the wind energy go up, then what happened? Our thought will speed up. We will think a lot and a lot of image, a lot of bala bala bala, yada yada yada, monkey mind. And then, of course, we will have headache. We will have like in the head, like balloon, small balloon. When we push the balloon is become bigger, bigger, bigger. So there's a feeling like pressure, and then of course tired, and that cause of anxiety, panic, and then a lot of fear comes. Something slightly wrong. There's a lot of fear, and then a lot of kind of like, oh, maybe people are talking about me. There's two people talking there. I think they're talking something about me. Yeah, I hear my name. Yes, maybe. And when you look at somebody, and you feel like, oh, that person doesn't like me. Looks like he or she looking at me a little bit like this, That's just doubt. Actually, that person is not particularly looking at you like that, but because of this energy, the wind energy go up, then our perception change, and our mind become more busy and busy. Especially, we want to exaggerate, and then we try to reply back. That person look at me like this. Who cares? I think I will do the same thing. When that person look at you, you do something that person doesn't like. And that person thought, oh, what happened with this person? I didn't do anything wrong. Why he or she don't like me? And that person also reply you back. Who cares? If he or she don't like me, why should I? Why should I like him or her? So then the conflicts start. It's just small, then become stronger. So the 4 causes, among these 4 causes for the when energy go up, when energy stay below the navel, right? So then now energy go up into the head, then our mind become restless, like wind is moving here and there. So we have a lot of anxiety. And so nowadays, there's a lot of problem in the world, right? We have war, and now I'm in America. There's a lot of shooting happens, a lot of violence happening, and this stress, our mind, also cause the wind energy go up. And the causes of this wind energy called desire, craving meaning I want this, I need that, then mind becomes so focused and so fixed on something. When the mind becomes fixed on something, then what happened? We drive everybody crazy. You drive yourself crazy. There's no self-kind, no self-compassion. Then anybody who make obstacle for that, who get kind of like block that what you wish, you're ready to fight. So then tense, the stress comes. More grasping, more craving, it will become more stressful, more tight. So for that, what we need to do is we have to do more relax, let it go. So very important. The craving is grasping. It's grasp on anything. So we need to let go. So when we learn let go, letting go, it doesn't mean giving up. So this is a very important point. So many people has misunderstood about letting go and giving up. So maybe I will give example about this. So this is a watch. So the craving mind, the grasping mind is like my hand holding this watch. And normal what we think is you have to grab to hold this watch, right? If you don't grab this watch, what happened? You will lose it. Again, I have to grasp my watch. If I don't do that, we'll lose. So, two choice normally. Grab or lose it, right? We don't have other choice. So, in a way, that's true. If you want to be successful, you have to grasp. Don't opportunity, don't lose that opportunity. Don't show your weakness. Your weakness is the problem. Don't let go. That creates more stress. When we have more stress, what happens? More energy unbalance. Energy go into the head. And we cannot sleep. Now, the sleep go away. And then we have a lot of thought, image, voice, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Lot of problem. And I think nowadays, especially nowadays in this modern time, we have a lot of this wind energy unbalance. Because the culture, the society has a lot of competition. So craving become very strong, right? And then when the craving become very strong, what happened? The wind energy come up. And then we have anxiety. And then that causes in the physical body a lot of unbalance. The blood circulation, it may affect your blood circulation, it may affect cells, prana, bindu, nadi, everything. So I will not go detail into that. Of course, I'm not the Tibetan doctor. I'm not expert on that. So I will not go to detail about those, how it affect the body. Now my focus is the mind. So everything speed up, everything make it what we call mountain out of molehill. The molehill very small, but we make it as mountain, and that is the grasping due to the craving, and that change cells in the body. Prana, bindu, nadi change, and then our perception will change. Even our eyes will change. What we perceive the realities change. So, as I mentioned, when we have this wind energy go up, then there's a lot of neurosis in our mind. So now how to work with that wind energy unbalance? So let it go, right? One important is let it go, but don't give up. So how to do that? The root, important is root is ignorant, right? All this root is ignorant. And first important is we have to change our belief, our mindset, that there's another way. So what we call view, meditation, application, three things. View, our belief, our mindset. Meditation, to practice. Application, apply in everyday life. And you special work with the food, your behavior, and environment. Okay, how to do that? Normally, I make magic show. So today I will make one magic show that letting go, not giving up. Even though you let go, but you will not lose. You will not lose the watch. How that possible, right? So that's the magic show I will show you. So now, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, let go, but you will not lose. Great magic, isn't it? I'm just kidding. So this is based on ignorance. Grab it or lose it. It's based on wisdom. Let go, not lose. So what is this? What is this base? The first is the view. View is connected with the wisdom. So we need to learn the nature of reality. So in the Tibetan medicine, talk about to accept life is impermanent. Life go up and down, up and down, up and down. So life is like a wave of the ocean. Life is like, nowadays I give example about stock market. So up and down, up and down, up and down. And actually, stock market go up and down so we can make business. If stock market always same, there's no business, right? And up and down, which is good. The wave go up and down, so you can play with the wave, surf. You can do so many things, right? So actually, the key thing is accept up and down. It's very important. Accept up and down. When we accept up and down, our mind becomes more happy, more free. Not only that, at the same time, you see the reality more clear. And you will see a lot of opportunity there, because up and down, if our mind grasps and fix only one thing, we don't see other opportunity. But when we let go, all the suddenly, yes, there's a lot of possibility. And we have this capacity. We all have wonderful innate, basic innate goodness. Every one of you are unique, special, potential. You all have wonderful nature, actually. All of us, it doesn't matter who you are. So it's really important to recognize that. So accept impermanent. We will learn how to let go, but at the same time, not give up. You will see, you can learn from there. We can learn from up and down. Sometimes we can learn more from the down also, if we choose to learn. If we take it as learning process to grow, to work with it. Actually, down is better. How many of you, yes and no question, here I will do poll question. How many of you think that, oh, I cannot do that, I don't have that capacity, and somehow happen to be some kind of like situation or environment you have to do that, and after finish whatever happened that happened, wow, I thought I don't have that capacity. Actually, I do. I never thought of that before. How many of you had that kind of experience?
We'll just give people a few more seconds here to get their answer in, and I'll let you know when I'm sharing the results.
Yes, wonderful. While doing that, I will drink water. Water is also an important element for the food.
Great, we'll just give people about 5 more seconds here if you haven't gotten your answer in. All right, and I will share the poll results now.
Yeah, 91% of you, yes, you had that experience. So that means you have capacity, you have unique quality, you have potentials, but we don't see it. We don't know about that. Wonderful. So there's some more view about our basic innate goodness, and view about accepting life is impermanent. And not only that, there's about multiplicity. There's a interdependent, the reality. And then there's the ultimate reality, emptiness. So to understand these are wisdom. So now, meditation. And here, special meditation for the wind energy is so first step is we need to connect with our mind. We need to kind of rest our mind on one object. So maybe today I will teach about the breathing meditation. Okay, first step is breathing meditation. So breathing meditation meaning our mind be with the breath. And how to do that? Just simply knows that you are breathing, or feel your breathing, or articulate your breathing. So why I say those different words? There's a different type also. So personality also, Lung Ti Pagan personality, related with the 3 kleshas, 3 poison, and 3 wisdom also. So I will not go too much detail on those. So the 3 personality, the body personality related with the pagan, the earth element, normally works with the image, works with the space, form, shape, color. And that is not the bad thing, that's not the good thing, it's just personality. And all this personality has 2 sides, good sides and bad sides. Speech personality, which is related with the wind the lung, the wind energy. So that talk a lot, articulate, moving, speed up, a lot of words there. The air, the words, our speech is related with the word. And then mind personality. So mind personality is related with Chiba, which is a lot of emotion, ups and downs and feelings, and need to feel it, need to kind of a sense. So if your body personality, when you meditate on the breath, you have image of the breaths coming and going through the nose and something like that. That's totally fine. If your speech personality, meditate on the breath. You have to talk about, oh, I'm breathing, yeah, breath's coming now through my throat, feeling the long, now breath is coming, now going out. If you are mind family, heart family, sometimes heart, sometimes mind, something, you need to feel the breath. So sensation, breathing in, warm or cold, or breathing out also, pressure around your nostrils and the sensation upper lip. So you need to feel the breath. So whatever that is totally fine. So we will do this practice together. So please keep your spine loosely straight, relax straight. And if you have back pain, you can use pillar to support your back. And we recommend first close the eyes. Meaning the beginning, when you first meditate, close eyes, because when you close eyes and relax, and that is good for the wind energy, wind go down. So nowadays in this 21st century, many people has this wind energy problem. So normally I recommend close eyes. But if you have too much the earth begin, then close eyes might be not good, so you need to open. So whatever you like is okay, doesn't matter. So today, now, let's close your eyes. And first, relax muscles in the body. And if you cannot relax, totally fine. Allow that cannot relax. So when you let it go, it helps to wind energy go down. Relax is okay. Not relax is also okay. So that means letting go of the craving. And please feel your body and continue relax muscles in your body. Now please to be aware of your breath. So you can feel your breath or talk about your breath or observe the image. Whatever image comes in your mind, doesn't matter. Observe your breath. So observe, articulate, feel, it doesn't matter. Those, whatever your personality, do that. Breathing in, breathing out. Of course, if your first time at the beginning when you do that, what happened? Looks like lung is get worse. So a lot of image, you will see a lot of image in your mind. And then the words, bala, 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 yada, yada, all this thought comes a lot. And especially if you have a lot of the lung, the energy, then you might feel dizzy. You might feel like your cushion is moving. These are normal, good sign. If you feel like you're getting worse, your mind is getting worse, not resting, that is good sign. So whatever thought, image, let them come, let them go. As long as if you still remember your breathing, as long as if you still being with your breath, even half breath, quarter breath, glimpse of breath is okay. So be with your mind, just glimpse on your breath, and whatever this thought and blah, blah, yada, yada can come, can go. Let them come, let them go. Now slowly open your eyes and rest your mind and body for a few seconds. Okay, so this is how we practice. This meditation is actually good for lung tree begin. Three of them, especially with the lung, the energy go up, you know. So, so the important here is, very important here is, don't try to stop thought or whatever, those bala 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 yada yada. Let them come, let them go. It doesn't matter. So when we let them come and let them go, we letting go of aversion. So aversion is Tiba, cause of Tiba, right? So many people misunderstand about meditation. They think meditation is think of nothing. Don't think. Don't think about pizza. Don't think about pizza. What happened? We think about pizza more. So now here, let pizza come. As long as if you still remember your breath, glimpse of your mind, glimpse of the breath, being with the breath. 2 pizza comes, 3 pizza comes, 10 pizza comes, okay. So you're letting go of aversion. And at the same time, don't look for particular peace, calm, and joy. These are the what we call byproduct of meditation, but not the essence of meditation. So here, what is the essence of meditation? Awareness. Awareness meaning you know your breathing. That is awareness. So normal awareness meaning knows what you are thinking, feeling, doing, perceiving, seeing, hearing. That is awareness, actually your mind. So that is essence of meditation. So as long as if you remember your breath, don't care about peace or not peace, joy, calm, all this, don't care. So don't crave. We are not craving for peace, calm, and joy. Of course, we look for awareness. That's totally okay. That's the wisdom. And don't block thought and emotion. So being with the breath as it is wisdom. So that is opposite of ignorance. Knowing the nature of reality is wisdom. And then let bala bala yada yada is come. Letting go of aversion, which is kindness, which is compassion, which is love and compassion. And letting go of craving is letting go of attachment, right? Craving. So these, with the breathing practice, we are letting go of these three poison, three clashes, knowing the breath as it is. So breath doesn't matter what kind of breath, shallow breath, deep breath, irregular breath, it doesn't matter. Be with your breath as it is. So that is the wisdom. You don't need to control your breath also. Being the breath as it is, natural breath. If you cannot help control, automatically control, let it be control also. Actually, there's no mistake. So that is wisdom, beginning of wisdom. And let go of, let thought come and go, blah, blah, yada, yada. That is the loving kindness. That is the letting go of craving, aversion, hatred. And then don't lose, actually. Don't lose with the peace come joy, or don't lose with the pizza, don't lose with your past history, future. Loss meaning you forget your breath. So when you're not lost, you are letting go of, yes, being with the breath, and don't crave on that. You're letting go of craving. And at the same time, when you're letting go of craving, so that is detachment, right? So opposite of ignorant wisdom, opposite of hatred is love and compassion, opposite of craving is detachment. So these three comes with the breath. So we have to know about this. We have to acknowledge, we have to understand that that is also view, the mindset, the belief, and how this works with our physical body. Also important. So this is the breathing meditation, and this breathing meditation is based for this style of breathing meditation is good for Lung Ti Began, good for 3. And not only the breath, we can listen to the sound also. Can you hear any sound now? Yes and no? Poll question. Can you hear any sound? Sound of air condition, sound of the traffic, or neighbors are making noise, or anything, natural sound, birds.
We'll just give people 10 more seconds.
Yes.
All right, and I'm sharing the results.
So 91 of you hear something. So that is the sound meditation. And 9% of you said you cannot hear. That is also sound meditation. Absence of sound meditation. Sound of silence. Okay, so doesn't matter when your mind connected with the ear to be aware of whatever happened, that is become meditation. Whatever happened meaning the sound there. You can listen to any sound, ear and mind together. So you're not lost. There's awareness. You connect with the sound. That is meditation. But if you don't hear, there's also awareness. Also become meditation. Very easy. Actually, meditation is very easy. So sound could be the first step. Breath could be first step. Visual object could be first step. So whatever, according to your personality, you can choose one of them. And if you're new to meditation, we have to do this at least 1 month. every day, 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of this meditation, 1 month, if you're very new. And the next is, now I will focus especially with the lung, because we have now this century, we have a lot of lung, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. So the lung is opposite of Bagan. Bagan is the heavy, the earth element. So Bagan energy is normally in our head, upper part of body. And the lung energy is the lower, below the navel, lower part of the body. When this become unbalanced, meaning energy of lung come up, the energy of Bagan falls down, become unbalanced. So how to balance the lung? One of the important meditation practice is we need to feel the gravity in the body. Of course, for the lung, relaxation is very important. But of course, at the beginning, when we first time relax, what happened? We feel like we're getting worse. For example, if you're working at your office and you work finish around 5 p.m., your office hour is 5 p.m., you finish, and you go home in your home and rest on nice bed, lying down and relax. What happened? You will see bala 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 yada yada. You will see a lot of image, a lot of voice, a lot of thought comes. Actually, you're resting. That is a sign of resting. Your brain is resting. Your mind is resting. So, but looks like you have more thought. Looks like your mind become more restless. So that's a good sign. So same thing with the meditation. When we meditate, especially with the lung, unbalanced, a lot of bala 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 yada yada comes at the beginning. It doesn't mean you're getting worse. Actually, you're getting better. Another example, what we call, when we see the river muddy, then we cannot see fish in the river. When the river become more pure and clean, we can able to see a lot of fish in the river. And we might think, wow, so many fish are here, where they come from. Actually, fish are there few months before, but it's muddy. You cannot see. Now you can see. So when our mind become more relaxed, clear, calm, looks like more thought and more emotion. That's totally fine. So how to meditate with the special practice for the wind energy? Feel the gravity. Relax our body and feel the gravity. Feel our body, basically. The body is the earth, based on the earth element. And feeling body, it helps the wind energy go down. So opposite of the wind, the earth is here, wind is down, right? So for that, feel the body. So now everybody, please hold your hand like this. Hold your hand like this. And feel your hand. What do you feel? Maybe you can feel, you cannot feel flesh, bones. You cannot feel it, but you feel the sensation. So maybe cold, warm, pain, relaxation, or you don't feel anything. So basically what we call pleasant, unpleasant, neutral sensations. So I will ask you a question. 1, 2, 3. 1 is pleasant, poll question. 1 is pleasant sensation in your hand. 2 is unpleasant sensation. 3, neutral. Neutral could be no pain, no relaxation. So you don't feel any sensation, or you just feel the vibration or tingling. That's all. So please click those. 1, 2, 3.
We'll give people just 10 more seconds here.
Yes.
All right, I'll close the poll and share the results.
Okay. 15% pleasant, 29% unpleasant, and 56% don't know or just tingling or vibration, right? So all these are sensation. 3 of you are meditating on the body, and special part of body is your hand. So great to be aware. Now, how many of you feel pain around your shoulder? And I think many of you feel pain now. That's an unpleasant sensation. So now relax, more relax your hand. When you do more relax, what happens? You feel gravity. When you tight your hand, you don't feel gravity. When you relax, you feel gravity. The heavy, the weight. So that is also a sensation. Now put your hand down. Relief. Now pleasant sensation, right? So that's how we can connect with our body. And when we connect with our body, body is based on earth element, and especially we feel the gravity, then when energy go down. So we will try this. Relax. Muscles, try to relax muscle in the body and feel whatever sensation there. It doesn't matter, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral, or no sensation, it doesn't matter. And main important is to be aware. If you're to be aware of unpleasant, good, you're meditating. If you're to be aware of pleasant sensation, good. Or you cannot find sensation, be with cannot find, good. And feel the gravity. If you cannot find gravity, also okay. So now please keep your body loosely straight and close your eyes and relax muscles in the body. And again, if you cannot relax, you are fine. Allow that cannot relax. When you allow that you cannot relax, that means you are relaxing. Now, please to be aware of sensation on the top of your head. And try to relax muscles there. And whatever sensation there, to be aware of it. And then back of the head, face, neck, especially around neck, you might feel gravity, the heaviness also. Shoulders, relax your shoulders. To be aware of sensation there. Back of the body from upper back to lower back. Chest, stomach, arms, legs. Now entire body. And especially feel the gravity in the body and relax. And everything's fine. If you have very strong unpleasant sensation, feel like overwhelmed, then listen to sound or watch the breath. And if you feel okay, come back to the body. And you can scan again from head to feet. And then feel the gravity and relax your body. Now, please slowly open your eyes and continue to relax your mind and body for a few seconds. Okay, how was it? So, how to work with them, especially with the wind element. And then for the wind element behavior, another important is sleep. When you go to sleep, before you go to sleep, don't focus too much. So that means don't look at your phone, watch television, then the wind energy go up. When the mind become more speed, focus, craving comes, then the wind energy go up, then you cannot sleep. And also room keep light down, bright light also, wind energy go up. Little bit cool, temperature also cool. And don't drink for the food, don't drink caffeine. And also eat more nutrition food for the wind energy, like proteins. It's really good. Some people, they diet too much, then wind energy go up also. Don't eat much, especially you are not eating nutrition food, then when wind energy go up. So eat good nutrition food is very important for the wind energy. And also don't eat too much unhealthy life, too much deep fry, and too much oil might be not good. But there's a combination in Tibet, butter and zamba. If you eat combination together, this particular organic butter and zamba, good for wind energy also. So there's a food. And then for the sleep, you're lying down and you scan your body and feel the gravity. So you scan your body maybe a few times, then to be aware of sensation below your navel. And that is good for sleep also. And of course, that's become meditation, good for wind energy. So, and then a balance about the physical. You should don't do anything. Your body don't do anything. Mind becomes stressed. Wind energy go up. So, doing physical exercise is very important. Okay, so now this time I main focus on the wind because this connected with the fear, anxiety, and I cannot finish all the other two. But once you know one well, then others also related for that. So I will stop talking here and open for Q&A.
Hi, Rinpoche. Thank you very much.
Most
Well,
welcome.
we have many questions, and I'm just going to start going through them.
Yes.
Okay. Here, let's me get up here. What benefit is massage, like Thai massage? How does that benefit us? Thai massage, or is specifically Thai massage?
What I heard of that Thai massage is a long time back when when Buddha was giving meditation teaching, and many of Buddha disciples don't move body, sit too long. Sometimes mind and body both don't move too much. Then the beacon energy comes. So then the beacon energy becomes too strong, and then that created a lot of unbalance in the body. So introduce, I think one of the Buddha disciple, Buddha talked a little bit about the Thai massage, I think. And that's kind of like yoga almost, but the lazy, lazy yoga. And normally the massage are there in the Tibetan, some texts, but in Tibet, we not so much emphasize about that. So for the beacon massage, a balanced massage is good. And also we have to do a lot of movement for the beacon. So traditional, what we do is we have stupas in the Tibet, and there is some kind of number, 100,000 circle manipulation. So you do the circle manipulation, walk around the stupa, walk around the temple, or some people, Tibetan people, really spiritual. Yeah, there's a lot of faith in spiritual practice. If they really inspire and physical body movement, and that's good for the beacon. So normally, these are good for the beacon, and also some massage, I think, good for the lung also.
Okay, here's a related question. If I identify strongly with bacon, should I be trying to strengthen my lung and tipa in order to be more balanced?
Vegan, right?
Yeah, if I identify strongly with bacon, evidently the person thinks he or she has a bacon constitution.
Bacon.
Yeah, bacon. Should I be trying to strengthen my lung and tipa in order to be more balanced?
So bacon is meaning the earth element, the element in your head is too much. So normally mind become dull, become fuzzy, and sometimes a lot of sleeps, and then maybe it may affect the digestion in your stomach, and the cold element in the body becomes stronger. So do exercise, physical exercise. It's really important. And then for the bacon, the meditation is, we have one special meditation, which is this imagination meditation, light in your heart. And then the light goes up, come out of your crown, and go higher, 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 and above the cloud. Stay with the blue sky, with the openness. So that is also helps.
Okay. Okay, here's another question. How do ignorance and ego, let's see, how from the pure nature of mind rise, or I think it's, what is the relationship between ignorance and ego and the pure nature of mind? How is it that ego and ignorance can arise from the pure nature of mind?
So everything comes from pure nature of mind. So we have example. If there's a flame in the middle of house, the house doesn't have any other light, there's a flame. And we can cover this flame by one glass. And that glass has so many different colors. So then what we see is the room is full of colors. And that color comes from the light. But because of that glass, you see full of colors. Then there's a second glass. We cover glass ball full of scary image, ghost or maybe poisonous snake or tiger, danger tiger, a Scorpio, whatever. The normal people feel scary image. Then what happened? Our room, we will see full of scary image. But that full of scary image is coming from the light. The root cause is the light. But then there's what we call obscuration. Obscuration meaning cover. Cover by the second glass, looks like terrible. We remove that glass. Beautiful, right? And even we can remove that, then we can really see the light freely. So what we call, there are 3 layers. The fake relative, like ego, let's say ego, there's unhealthy sense of ego. That is you have to win, other have to lose, and that too much with ignorance, aversion, craving, these 3 combined together, very strong, sensitive. And there's a healthy sense of, so that outer layer, the scary image. And then there's healthy sense of self, the healthy self. Self with impermanence, interdependent, like compassion. Self with the awareness. Self with the wisdom. So relative with the relative truth. So that's like room full of beautiful image. Even we go beyond that, then the luminous self, self beyond self. So everything comes from the luminous, the pure awareness, but then we have obscuration, which is ignorant.
Okay, and here's a related question. This person asked for you to talk some more about the ego. How do we deal with our ego?
So we can work with the meditation, view, meditation, application. So view, we have to understand 3 senses of ego. But what we have to eliminate, the unhealthy sense of ego. And for the relative level healthy sense of ego is okay, no problem. And ultimately, there's no ego, but not nothing, right? So view, to understand that is very important. Then meditation. So first we can watch our breath. Then you can watch the ego itself. Like watching the sensation in the body, same thing, watching the ego. If you see ego, wonderful. Why? What we call, when you see the river, you are not in the river, you're out of river. Seeing ego is wisdom. And ego becomes support for meditation, just like breath. Breath becomes support for meditation. Now ego becomes support for meditation. If you don't see ego, great. Non-conceptual state, a gap. So when we look at the ego, maybe we see, maybe we cannot see. If we see, wonderful. If you don't see, wonderful.
There are a couple questions about how to view mental illness. People with mental illness may not be very aware of themselves. So how can meditation be helpful for someone with mental illness?
If someone has mental illness, special, very strong, sometimes meditation doesn't work because it's very difficult to learn meditation. So I think work with the physical body, with the medicine. So in Tibetan medicine, we have lung medicine, vegan medicine, Chiba medicine, or you can look for herbs also. If you cannot buy medicines are not available, of course you have to check with the doctor first, right, for the medicine. And you can work with the behavior level at the beginning. Physical exercise really good normally, because nowadays we are lack of physical exercise. Too much active body also no good. In the Tibet, ancient time, too much, because morning around 3 a.m. they have to look after the animals and farms. Too much exercise also no good entire day. But nowadays, too little. So unbalanced. So physical exercise is very good. Aerobic exercise. And the food also. So you can work with the food, exercise, take medicine.
Okay, now here's a question that I hear frequently. It sounds like Tibetan medicine blames the victim for getting ill. And so how to deal with that? Does Tibetan medicine, Tibetan thought blame someone for getting an illness?
Eating at illness?
Getting an illness, does Tibetan medicine blame, say somebody has diabetes or mental illness or whatever the situation, does Tibetan medicine blame them for getting this illness?
Blame with, I mean, not in the Tibetan books, all these medical tools, we don't blame much because everybody has basic innate goodness. And there's wonderful qualities. Although even these three kleshas, the essence of these three kleshas is wisdom. There's awareness, love and compassion, wisdom in it, but we don't see it. We're lost with the surface level. We don't see the essence. So, but maybe sometime different culture based. In the Tibet, we have many different cultures, so they might have taboos, they might have different things. Yeah, that is possible.
Okay, here's another question, which is relevant today. I understand that wisdom is knowing reality as it is, but when I see the world with wars and killing and mass hunger, I regret that we humans create this, and I want it to be different. So how can I be detached amid such humanly created suffering? What is a good, back to the purpose of the seminar about decreasing our fears, how can we deal with all the issues, all the suffering in the world and live joyfully anyway?
Of course, there's a lot of problem around the world, and a lot of this are happening. So we cannot deny that. For the relative level, these are true. It's happening. But at the same time, don't give up, what we call accept and letting go. Of course, important, but don't give up. So try to find solution, whatever we can do. And normal, what we call, there are 4 ways: peaceful, enhance, magnetizing, wrathful. 4 activities that we can do whatever to the society, tribes, and ourselves. Like, I had panic when I was young, panic attacks, very strong, severe panic attacks. But then for me, these panic attacks is become my teacher. Now I'm become meditation teacher, and I'm dedicated entire my life for the meditation because of that panic. And I'm teaching meditation also because of that panic. And actually what I'm consider that panic is my teacher and my friend. So normally what we call obstacle become opportunity, problem becomes solution. If we learn how to learn, if we're willing to learn, grow from this up and down life. So whatever happening now in the world, don't give up. Try to look at the positive impact from that, what we can do. So help, whatever you can help to stop the war, wonderful. At the same time, whatever we can change to the world. So maybe environmentally we can change, and there's a lot of talking about energy, green energy also. A lot of talking about education. I hear I have some friends, and they, of course, they're from the Ukraine, and they're having a lot of problem. At the same time, they want to change the the education aspect to really reform. And these are wonderful that we can, whatever can help. It's very important.
Let's take one more question. We have many questions, but I think this is a good way to end the webinar. How can meditation help heal the world and connect us when it is so individual and personal?
So meditation is, for me, I think it's really important to help the world, because the world is based on individuals. And these individuals, if we have the crazy monkey mind, then we start the war. The whatever war they're having is the egoistic mind, the monkey mind started. Shooting happens, crazy monkey mind started. And the man-made lot of disasters that are happening is that we cannot really transform our crazy monkey mind. So when we meditate, when we transform, then there's a really good influence come. It's contagious. We have bad contagious like coronavirus. Hopefully, we will have contagious of awareness, love and compassion, wisdom. So when we look at the world history, those dictators, when they want to change the world and they don't want to change themselves, world become disaster. If all of us want to transform ourselves, then world become better place.
Thank you, Rinpoche, for this amazing seminar. We are grateful to you. Also, thanks to Cindy Alberg at Tiergar, and to Molly Buss, Tenzing Jigme, Mary Jo Kreitzer, Kit Brashears, Jacques Boulot, and everyone else who helped with the Tibetan Medicine webinar series. To learn more about Tibetan medicine resources, go to the website for the Tibetan Medicine webinar series. Molly will include the link in the email she will send later today. So this webinar is our concluding concludes the 3 webinars about Tibetan medicine. And so what is the takeaway from all of these 3 webinars? And I would suggest that the takeaway is the Dalai Lama's statement, loving kindness is my religion. There's a ton of research that's coming out about the importance of treating ourselves with compassion, treating each other with compassion. If we can simply be compassion, be loving kindness, that is my religion. So now, as in Tibetan tradition, let's dedicate the 3 webinars to the benefit of all beings. Thochi Chi, Tashi Delay, that's thank you and best wishes in Tibetan. Thank you.
Thank you very much.